Hey everyone, welcome back. Bigelow Reviews here. I am Brent Bigelow, and I have a new review for you, and that is the new album by Fka Twigs, Caprisongs. So Caprisongs is Fka Twigs' third studio album, as her follow-up to Magdalene. I think that's how you say it. Lady Magdalene. Madeline. It's her most recent release since 2019. It's very exciting. If you don't know who Fka Twigs is, she is a avant-garde hip hop, pop, R&B artist. She makes a lot of really wild and crazy music, but on this minimalistic, heavenly sounding style that she's kind of created and kind of sprung off of like a Frank Ocean type thing. A lot of her music kind of has that Frank Ocean-y type vibe to it, but definitely on the more extravagant and extraterrestrial vibe. Like I was saying, most of her music, she does a lot with a little. Even the spaces in between her music with silence and this in between tracks and everything. She really does a lot with a little, and very much on a minimalistic side of the music too. Which you just have, usually she has a lot of synth patterns in there, and just a lot of filler. Not even filler, but it's entertaining music at that though. I never really got into Fka Twigs at all. Until I heard the song Holy Terrain off of her second album. And that has it was a really nice trippy R&B hip hop sound. But with the release of this album coming out, I was very much excited because I wanted to check out what her new sound would be, how she's improved, because just from the two albums alone that I've previously listened to leading up to this review, I really wasn't too crazy about her music. It just isn't my vibe. I'm not crazy about the whole pop music going a little too wild and crazy, because some of her music can kind of lull you to sleep, but I'm not denying her talent at all. She's extremely talented. But yeah, the new album, Caprisongs, it's kind of a play on Caprisongs, the drink, the kids' pouch things. Also, it's a play on the word Capricorn, which I did some research because I had to. She is a Capricorn, so it all kind of makes sense. And for all of you star people out there, a Capricorn, I'm sure you already know, but for the people who don't know what a Capricorn is, they are reliable, they are ambitious, they are disciplined, and they crave stability. Shout out to the internet. But digging into this album, it's definitely way looser and doesn't confine itself into this structural basis like her other two albums did. It's way looser. It's more pop forward than compared to avant-garde. A lot of her songs sound like they could be possible radio hits. One of the songs I'll talk about here in a little bit, I think could be a massive hit if it got the airplay. Some of my favorite songs on this album, you have Tears in the Club featuring The Weeknd. That song, like I said, it just has radio hit written all over it. Abel does a great job. It sounds like a track The Weeknd would have done maybe a few years ago before he started into this whole crazy 80s vibe thing with his last previous albums. But Fka Twigs kind of hides on the track. She'll sing on the choruses, but it sounds like The Weeknd takes center stage on this song. I'm not complaining because I like The Weeknd. But it's it's an Fka Twigs song. I kind of want her to stand out more. Another song here that I really do like is Oh My Love, which is a sentimental love song about how the person she's loving is trying to is not putting in the effort that she would like. The guy in the song is just straight playing around. He is just not really focusing up and taking attention and appreciating the love the two of them have. When it comes to Oh My Love, this song is very much by the notes to the T. Your modern 2020s R&B music. It's got that really synthy thing going on in the background. It has your reverbed guitars and just simple bar chords, and it has your booming bass. It's nothing too extravagant, but with her vocals on the song, it really makes it worthwhile. And like I said, it really much has a Frank Ocean-esque vibe. And I'll talk about this later on in the rest of the review, but I really like the outro on this song. I'm not too crazy about interludes and bookends with like conversation pieces and songs. Those should be isolated in their own little tracks so I can get to the music and listen to it. But this one kind of worked at the very end. My favorite song on this album, probably, if not the next one on here, is Light Beamers. I enjoy this song a lot. It's amazing. She sounds like a freaking angel. She's just coming down from heaven, just doing her thing. She sounds amazing. It's just a great song. There's not much really to be said other than it's just a freaking amazing song and you should listen to it. Another song on here that could be a contender for the best song on the album is Careless featuring Daniel Caesar. And the two of them, man, it's just straight R&B, baby-making music. It's so intimate. It's so intense. The way the song kind of like climactically builds in it with the chorus and everything is just awesome. And Daniel Caesar does his thing on here. She uses him in a perfect way as a feature. Like the song a lot. Listen to this one, please. Add it to your phone. Put it on a playlist. It's awesome. But when it comes to the album, there's a few things that kind of bother me. Like I said earlier, the whole isolation thing with the... I really think that some of the tracks should have been isolated with the interludes, with the talking parts in it. I don't mind them, I don't hate them, but like I said, the one song that I really liked on here had like a 40-second interlude before the song even started. You could cut that out and make that into its own little track. But I get it. I mean, she could do what she wants. Like I said, that's just me being really super nitpicky. Another thing with this, compared to her other albums, the other albums feel a little more thought out, but this one very much is kind of on the looser side. Even she was coming out saying that this is more like a mixtape than an actual album. Compared to her other things, I would have liked it to be a little more collective and not as all over the place. But it's still really good. Like I said, the songs on here are awesome. Meta Angel's another one on here that I like. And even Jealousy is a pretty good tune, too. But overall, I think this is probably her best album, front to back, at least for me, because it's not as eccentric and too crazy. But like I said, at the same time, I would have liked to kind of been a little more focused and a little more like her other albums in that sense. I'm feeling about like an 85 on this album. I like it a lot. I could see myself coming back listening to it, especially the songs that I mentioned. But what do you think? Put your score down in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Bigelow Reviews and 72 Brentner 27. And I will see you guys on the next video. Biggie out.